Hello, this is Lolly. Today I'm back in my bullet journal. This is the Canvo by Catherine Pooler. I want to work on this page here for project ideas, or is it in the quotes? Let's see which one I'm working on. Page 10. Yes, I'm going to work on this one for quotes, and I thought it would be kind of fun to do this so that it would be the bookshelf across here. I know it's a kind of a popular image. There are many companies that have stamps with that right now. And so I just hand drew one hoping that would look okay. So I did it in pencil and now I'm ready to go over it. I have a Micron 05, hoping that's going to be okay. And I want to see if I can figure out a way that my hand won't be in your way. So I'm wondering if I kind of angled this somehow, if that would make it easier for you to see what was going on. So let me figure this out. That might work. Looks like you can see it. So I just used the dots here to draw the shelf. But I thought that this would be a good idea for pages of quotes would be to have these books here. And then I drew this globe here. There. So all that was hand drawn. And then I want to do something different on this page. I think it's just going to work. So this is going to be, like I said, it's going to be all about quotes. Okay, so this would be all of that, but on the last page, what I'm going to do, this one is going to be project ideas, and so I have the words here, and I penciled those in, same principle here, I just penciled them in, so now I want to trace those. And then for my A in ideas, I drew a little light bulb. There you go. The other thing I want to do with this page is I want to do a border on it. And I've already looked to see, making sure it's not going to interfere with the other side. I counted the dots across here. I think there were 41. So I put a dot right in the middle, which would be 21. And then I'm drawing this out. Like that. And this is the scary part. I'm actually going to trim this just around that. It's going to be a little bit of a border, and then I'm going to trim around that. I'm going to leave a little bit of white. I already had this sketched out, so I'm pretty sure it's not going to interfere with my design on the next page. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to come out a little bit. And so I can put this under here to show you what that looks like. That's my page now. So when I have this decorated, and I think what I'm going to do is ink up some of this page here so that you will really see that I cut away part of that page. I think that's going to look really interesting. In the meantime, I'm going to play around with this and see how I want to add color. But I think I'll be using some blocks here, little rectangles around every idea I have, and organize them that way. And so probably be using a stencil or something to create all my blocks. And then I have this one with the quotes on it here. And so I'm going to be doing probably in different colors for each quote. So the question is, you know, do I want to put some kind of a decorative or colorful edge here so that I can see that this has been trimmed back? That's a good question. Let me use this brown here. It's the Walnut Stain, I think, from Tim Holtz. It gives it just enough of a vintagey look. Oh yeah, I like that because it's going to make this look more like an old book. And so I think if I add any color at all to this, it's going to be maybe colored pencils or something pale to make these look like vintage books on the shelf. I just thought the book idea would be great for the fact that I'm doing quotes, and you know, most of the quotes we find are in books. There we go. Okay. Got some colored pencils here. I'm not sure which side has the neutrals in it. Here we go. This one here is the Sandbar Brown. I'm using Prismacolor pencils. Oops, sorry, the light's flickering. Okay, there we are. And we are ready to start writing our quotes in there. Okay, so what I did was I sponged the walnut stain across this edge. So now when this page is closed, you can see more readily that I have trimmed that page down. Plus it just gives this whole thing a more vintage look, and I might do some distressing here and there. And I went ahead and put my first quote in here, which is one by Brooke Shields. The sooner you stop comparing yourself to other people, the more attention you get to put on yourself. That doesn't mean we're self-centered or that we only think of ourselves. It just means we don't need to compare constantly and just be the best person we can be, the best us. Thank you for watching. I just think this was a really fun project, and I think while I have you here, I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of more distressing, like right around here. Kind of look like the pages have been touched a lot with loving hands through the years. Give it a little bit of extra care. Okay, there we go. Very happy with how that turned out. Thank you so much for watching.